Rappers usually portray a life of overabundance of everything, be it cars, cribs, shiny jewelry, or straight-up cash. They show off as if they are the richer than the richest folks on the planet. For most of the fan following, they represent a lifestyle only a few of life of hustling and crime has led them to achieve great things. However, for the more woke people, they could see right through these things most of the times. For rappers, having big chains with bling on top is a must-have, be it gold chains or chains engraved over excessively with diamonds. It seems it is a must-have, so in the pursuit of the hottest bling in the game, it's not a new thing that they might end up faking it for the masses just to be seen as a rich guy. Today, we take a look at the 10 rappers who got exposed for fake flexing with their bling bling. Either a jeweler robbed the client due to his ignorance and sold a $20 chain for 20 grand, or the rapper just didn't have enough to get the real thing, so they settled for that so they could at least look the part. So sit back and relax and watch us uncover some of the weirdest moments in the rap game. Number 10. Waka Flocka Flame. The Brick Squad Monopoly main man should have had a little bit of green in his pockets, but apparently not enough to get a genuine hublot. He posted a picture of himself on Instagram showing off his hublot wristwatch, but was soon exposed by an anonymous guy for wearing a fake watch. The real watch cost an average around $20,000, while the most expensive watch ever made by Hublot sold for around $5 million. Flocka should have known better than flexing with $50 copy of such an exclusive brand. Number 9. Jadakiss. The D-Block MC has made a career of being real, right down to his Rolexes, for which he claims to have all the paperwork, but it seems as though he thought was real has come into question because he shouted out a jeweler that's a known scammer. The lowest-end Rolex men's watches sell for about $10,000, so we're not sure what the difficulty is in finding a legit one from a legit retailer. And by the way, icing out a Rolex actually decreases the value of the watch, especially if the diamonds are aftermarket. Sorry, Jada, nobody's buying it anymore. Number 8. Big Sean. Big Sean is a rarity in hip-hop. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he actually admitted that some of his jewels weren't the real deal. Unlike most of the rappers out there, this man revealed the truth about his chains in an interview. While talking to GQ, and when questioned about his shiny jewelry, Sean said, quote, "I had a super fake gold herringbone chain. Yeah, man, it was like super fake. I don't remember if it was my mom's or how I got it, but ever since then, I've loved chains." End quote. Well, at least he admitted it on his own and saved himself the embarrassment of being uncovered by some random dude on the internet. Number 7. Piles. Back in 2009, the Florida-born rapper was discovered to have bogus bling during, of all things, a robbery. After a show in Minnesota, Piles returned to his room to discover that 2 of his prized chains were gone. The best part, however, comes when the robber went in to get his money by selling the chains. To his surprise, the only real thing about the chains was the gold on it, and all the diamonds were actually fake. All his dreams must have been shattered at that very moment, since he took a huge risk robbing Piles of his bling and ended up no richer than he already was. Number 6. Rick Ross. A fake gangster with a fake name has fake bling. How surprising! This man was seen flexing an Audemars Piguet wristwatch in one of his own music videos. For someone who uses the phrase "rich forever" relatively all the time, that was one bad mess-up. If you're a watch enthusiast, you definitely have heard of Audemars Piguet, and the cheapest ones go for around 30 grand. Ross, if you can't afford that, it's about time you stop faking it till you make it. Number 5. Lil Scrappy. Another rapper and another fake Audemars Piguet watch. For a rapper that has tracks titled like Money in the Bank, when he posted a Facebook photo showing off an AP watch, nobody paid attention other than, of course, someone who actually knew what they were looking at. Sad reactions only, please. Number 4. Sean Kingston. The beautiful girl singer has some pop money in his pockets, so unlike many of the rappers on this list, he should be able to reasonably afford a decent watch or two. Or can he? So let me ask you this. What is common between Rick Ross, Lil Scrappy, and Sean Kingston? Well, you might say they have had a successful rap career. However, I'll just call them 3 guys who were caught showing off fake Audemars Piguet watches on social media and got called out for doing the act. Here's a piece of advice for anyone out there. If you got a knockoff version of an expensive watch, do not, I repeat, do not post close-ups of that ugly thing on social media. Number 3. Riff Raff. For someone who has allegedly a net worth of around $7 million, showing off a tricked-out Breitling wristwatch costed him a lot more than just his street cred. It's one thing to butcher something as nice and classy as a Breitling in the first place, but then wearing one that has fake stones all over it, that's just a sad way to show off. Riff Raff might have been a victim of getting robbed by a jeweler who tricked out a copy of the original watch, as he can certainly afford to buy the real thing. But whatever the case was, rappers should be careful with their flexing skills. or they'll end up on our list the next time. Number 2. Migos. Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane made an Instagram post and openly claimed that the first day that he had met the Atlanta rap group Migos, they had on fake chains. Out of his generosity, he took 2 of his own chains and put it on them. At least for them, the Migos had never rocked fake jewelry again. Number 1. Tekashi 6ix9ine. One of the most controversial figures in the hip-hop industry, Tekashi 6ix9ine had allegations of him wearing fake jewelry while claiming that they were real. In order to prove himself, he took the Diamond Tester Challenge, along with rapper friend Ugly God, who had received similar accusations. As it turns out, the device gave off a positive response to Ugly God's jewelry, and designer Jimmy Boys did not give a response to Tekashi's. I think it's safe to say, ego was the only thing that got hurt in the process, as neither Tekashi's bank account nor his body is strong enough to flex.